Hello, there we go. All right. Hello, everybody. Whew. Okay, so it's been a good few hours. I went on a very productive walk that actually turned out to be, man, just clarity. Clarity all around. Okay, so here's what I'm going to do. I want to figure out what the hell's wrong with the proportions here with my character. So I'm gonna I'm gonna make a new image, and then I'm just gonna paste this in. Let's take a look here. So just kind of looking at averages. Let's grab a digital brush. There we go. Nice. Okay, so if we go, let's say here, and then here. There we go. So that's the head. Okay. So if I take this, so it's about a head and a half by the looks of it. Okay. So the width of the character, just roughly, more or less. I know that we see a bit of a side here. That's okay. So roughly around a head and a half. What do we have here? So if I take this, okay. Select this. We go. Let's rotate around the correct object. Correct center point. So we got almost two heads by the looks of it. Okay. So the funny thing is it looks like it's a lot smaller than it needs to be. So I think first of all our head is just too small. So I'm going to see about increasing the size of the head. Okay, well, I mean, that's already a world of difference. Let's see. Good thing the head is separate. So we go here, from the chin. No, but my hairs have a chinny chin chin. There we go. So it's head and a half. Oh man, that's such a huge difference. Okay, next. If we take a look at the distance between the armpit and waist, this distance here. What do we got? Let's make a new layer. Let's go here. So, as a matter of fact, I can just duplicate this guy. And we're going to rotate it. I'm going to move it so tip of the shoulder and down to the waist. So around halfway point is when we have, well, it's not really the halfway point. It's somewhere around here. That's where the armpit is. So it looks like the arm occupies around the third of the whole distance up. So if I do it like this, right? We've got arm, empty space, empty space. Okay. Let's take a look at our model. So we've got a friend in me. We have, what do we have? Here's the entire distance, although I can't really subdivide it this way. So let's not use the annotation tool. We have proportions here that we can use. There we go. Okay. So by the looks of it, it's actually it's around the same. Somewhere around the same. Yeah, tip of the shoulder to the armpit, and then the other 2/3 go to the waist. Okay, so was that it? Was the head the only thing that I really needed to change? These containers are actually a lot larger, so we might want to do that. They also allow a little bit more room on the sides, so may want to do this. Okay. That actually looks a little bit more like it. Just gonna round that off. There we go. All right. Okay, can we go into sculpt mode and then ease up this set of vertices? We'll push it forward afterwards. It's a good thing you can sculpt an object, even if it's got like thickness modifier on it and everything. It's really cool. Okay. Cool. Alright, so that works. Is this basically it? I think we just need to maybe create a belt. Delete the vertice. Snap that to a face. I think there's a special mode that we can use that allows us to align. What is it? Align both vertices. Project individual elements. Oh, that might be it. Yep, nice. We should do a lot more of these character rigs, to be honest. Gotta get that experience up for once we get to making proper third person characters for our games. Why am I trying to follow the topography of, or topology of the vest right now? That doesn't make sense. Okay. I think there's a bit of flatness here that allows us to make this a little bit simpler. Wait, what are we sculpting? Okay, yeah, that's fine. We'll just bring the belt up. Also, hmm, okay. Why is it so goddamn small? Did I? Hold on. It's got to be based on view. There we go. Okay, I'm gonna have to retopologize if I keep going like this. It's not good. All right, let's get back here. Oh, well, that vertex got disconnected. That's not good. Hey, AC Gaming, good day. Well, it's nice enough to drop in to say hi. That's perfectly fine. You know, gotta get the grind on. The economy ain't gonna unfuck itself, you know. Oh, well. Mm-hmm. Okay, it looks like we're gonna have to push it inverse, and then shrink fatten. Ow, come on. Five or 6 months. Yeah, you gotta get stuff done, man. Plus, these are pretty niche streams, right? I ain't no pirate software. What's the shoot about? It's a VR, little VR project. You play as a robot that's trying to, that a scientist lady is trying to extract from a lab because you pose a threat to, well, no spoilers, threat to the current state of affairs, and you're gonna be used as a weapon. So to prove them wrong, you escape and kill everyone. It's the whole, single man versus all-powerful corporation. Goliath. The robot is you. The villain's the corporation that made you for nefarious purposes. Oh man, come on. Let's stop. Hmm. Mm-hmm. Maybe we can drop this down a bit. We're gonna have to adjust the... Thought the protagonist was the villain, robot's a threat to society. It's along the lines of iRobot, right? iRobot the movie. Okay. Now I could try to simulate the the belt pieces. Okay, I think I might even be able to just do this. All right. I'm curious how well this is all going to hold up in a rig, though. There's a lot of individual components here. A lot of individual components, and that last time I tried it with one of my students, we didn't really get too far in terms of having, well, we got the rig working, but it was, let's just say the term working was a very generous approximation. Um, the fact that the character had so many individual pieces was particularly a problem. Okay. Join this. Yeah, okay. Let's say that works. We can shrink this a little bit. There we go. Okay, let's return back. This is going to suggest pockets. Hmm. Now, let's switch gears a little bit. So we had eyes somewhere. I think our general head shape is a little too square. A head is usually not this square. So we're going to place this in the center of mass. I'm going to create a new lattice tool. As a matter of fact, first place the cursor to selection. Then we're going to create the lattice tool. Scale it down to about the size of the head. Okay. Kind of looks like he did what they say meowing. What the? I have no idea what you're talking about, man. Let's... It looks like he's it looks like he's been enthusiastically participating in chemotherapy. What is the lattice form? Okay, pick the lattice tool, and now so the head is usually like more like this. Yeah, that's a little bit better. Let's see. Okay. Oh, the square jawline thing. Maybe. To be honest, I'm still trying to get a hang of the sculpting process. So, you know. Plus, you know, like when I model male characters, I'm like looking at what Duke Nukem, BJ Blazkowicz, Doom Guy. They got the chiseled jaws, you know, Batman, Superman. Interesting. Are you gonna rig this face? Probably not for this character. Maybe just the mouth. Maybe once we get to that point, because I do need to get practice and learn how to do that. But for now, I just want to get to body motion. That's kind of the most important part. Okay. Oh, okay. We gotta make sure that we get the lattice tool applied, because it takes a little while to process. There we go. Okay, so now we go to sculpt, and now it's not slow as shit, which is what we want. Okay, now that would be a bit extreme. It looks pretty mean. It's supposed to look pretty mean. He's here to kick your ass. I'd say that's pretty mean. As long as I don't fall right back into the handsome Squidward pit, so to speak, I think I'm good. Unless maybe we'll be able to make a Mads Mikkelsen out of this one. Be a drill sergeant, the PE teacher. Imagine that chiseled jaw screaming at you to pick up the pace. Okay. Okay. That is what it is. Now, there's a particular prop that we need to implement. Security guard helmet. Okay. So that's what we're looking at. Black Mesa security guard. Nice. Hmm. Literally playing Half-Life. Hey, there you go. Which one? First one? Alright, let's see if we can do something here. His head is just absolutely ginormous. Okay, if we have inflate, then control's gotta do deflate. Oh, there's the hair. It's starting to grow out. Shrinking your head, the cure for baldness. Okay. Tumors be gone. Okay, that is reasonable. And that should be good. Let's get a helmet. So a helmet kind of looks like it starts with a half sphere. Okay, cursor to selected. Selection to cursor. There we go. Okay, so solidify, give me some thickness. Mm-hmm. Okay. Interesting. Okay. Let's protect that chrome dome of his. Okay. Okay, this we need to mirror. I am working on multiple games at once. That is correct. It's my little way of staving off burnout and just generally keeping things interesting. Okay. Oh. We might actually not need to do this. Oh, come on. 32 vertices. Really? Yeah, that's what I needed. And sure. Yeah, that's fine. Just leave that as it is. Mark sharp. Shade smooth with auto smoothing. Okay, now part of me kind of wants to have like a glass shield. Give him a glass shield. Okay, this needs to be done with an offset. There we go. Nice. Yeah. Okay. Maybe instead of moving, I should just do this. Alrighty. He doesn't have ears. I wonder if we should really worry about that. Mm-hmm. Well, there it is. That helmet needs to hold on somehow. And that seems to hug the underside of the face pretty well. Just gonna take this, shrink fatten. There we go. And we're gonna give it slightly less thickness here as well. There we go. Something like this. Hello, Antoine. What are you welling about? Mister, I don't want to do any character animations ever. I'm perfectly happy with doing prop design. You modeled all the face, only put the glass cover it. Well, the glass cover is not, you know, it's gonna be transparent, so you can see through it, and you don't get better at something by not doing it. So let's still practice practice it out. Yeah, that's actually pretty good. I think we can give it a mirror mod. And then there we go. Perfect. All right, so that's looking pretty good. I need to convert to mesh, join it, and then that's perfect. Okay. And yeah, another point is that I wanted to borrow a particular mechanic from Boneworks, and it's the fact that if you shoot a guard in the head and they have a helmet, the helmet goes just pops off. It's very satisfying. So, you know. Steven, welcome back. Alrighty. Okay, I'm actually going to place a cursor right there, just so I can select this, and then shrink it down. Nice. Perfect. Just like the World War shooters, pretty much, yeah. Alrighty, so the next step of this whole process is creating a low poly version of the body. A lot in here is already kind of low poly, but this is definitely not. Okay, so I'm gonna need to take the stuff that's already low poly. Helmet, color, this, that, and the feet. Oh yeah, the hands. Damn it, the hands are not sculpted. So I guess we're still staying here and to sculpt out the hands. Apply scale, apply rotation, sculpt. Okay. Now we're keeping hands separate so that we can... Okay. Right. Let's not do that. Wait a minute. Oh, okay. So there's a mirror modifier, and this is the real one. Okay. Let's go sculpt. Remesh. 005. Nope. 0025. Better, but nope. 0005. Jeez, okay. Sure. Is it going to be sculptable, though? Yeah, okay. There we go. Can work with that. Do you see the new floors? I did see a screenshot with the concrete tile floors. Looking good. Looking awesome. Actually, oh no, I haven't seen this stuff. Damn. Yeah, that looks good. Get the lighter concrete color in the, whatchamacallit, in the crevices and the cracks. That's awesome. It's perfect. Okay, this is unsculptable. Holy crap. Okay, well, neither is that. Might have to separate fingers a little bit more. Okay. I'm gonna do this. Move this aside. Nope, not like that. Okay. Cool. Maybe this will work. Let's go back to sculpt. It's better. At least it's somewhat manageable. I don't think we need anything too fancy pants. This webbing is going to be very troublesome. Like, do we need to break the hands to avoid this? What the heck? Break the fingers. Okay, there we go. Now, the funny thing is it ain't even that bad. Like, once you round everything here, maybe we need to give that pinky a bit of thickness. Other than that, yeah, this is the raw geometry, the starter geometry. Seems like it's gonna work out quite well. I think the thumb needs the most work. The rest of the fingers seem okay. And this bridge right here is gonna be sketchy as heck. Man, somebody needs to make a computer processor cooling system where you can just plug in like a coffee cup and it'll just keep your coffee hot. Screw it. Extend it to like a leg warmer. I got an AMD processor. Maybe not on this computer. I was gonna say, if you got an AMD processor connected to your home central heating, don't need to pay twice for the heating bill. There's USB drink warmers. I don't want to tax my USB port with a freaking heating element. Are you crazy? I've destroyed enough USB ports by plugging in high current components that do not belong to learn that lesson. Jeez. And the funny thing is, one of them used to be a mug warmer. Okay. What do we got here? My God, this claw. This claw of a hand. I think I need to draw characters a lot more. Hmm. Hmm. Okay. I am actually kind of curious. What if I do this? Whoa. Okay. That's easy. I said easy. Calm down. Okay, that could actually work. Okay, so we got... Hmm. Just give it a bit of a distortion. Okay, all right. See, that's looking better than a flat hand. It's an interesting use of cloth physics. Okay, now how I'm going to hide the transition between the hand and the arm, I have no idea. I mean, technically there's supposed to be a piece of clothing here, so probably, what is it, like cuffling? Hmm. Okay, I think this should be okay for the time being. I don't want to get too hung up on this right now. Let's go to the sculpt mode here. Okay, that could work. Now, I need to check something. If I were to create a cube, okay, and we place it right here, and then rotate around that point. That's a long-ass arm. Maximum, the arm's supposed to be right around the hip level. This is like extra ginormous. So, let's see if I can maybe grab... let's see if we can grab it using sculpt tools. Oh, we can't grab multiple objects. Okay. Edit mode it is. Okay. Take this, and then with proportional editing, we're going to bring this in. Yeah, okay. Yeah, that's more like it. Just a bit. Yeah, okay. This didn't get moved, unfortunately. Oh, that's not good. We're going to start getting into the territory of improvised shenanigans. Should be right around here. Okay. And then let me just mirror this. Okay, this will act as a guide. I suppose... the mirror is asymmetrical, so it's not gonna move. Okay. Alright, that's fine. We'll eyeball it. That alone is actually such a huge difference. Hey, hey, Vishal. Good day. Okay. Well, now it seems a little... Doesn't that seem a little too small? Just a touch. Alrighty. There it is. Okay, so now we have what we need. Now we need to make a low poly version of this. Okay. He still doesn't have any ears. They might be hidden. What do we call this? Satchel. Mm-hmm. Okay. Well, now, gotta make a low poly version of this. Gotta hide everything that is high poly, already low poly. Cool. This is where I suppose the Retopo Flow plugin might have been helpful. But then again, this is what, like the third model I'm ever retopologizing? Ever? So, all in due time. Once we get to more mainstream retopologizing, that's when we can handle all this other stuff. We can get the Pro Tools. Okay, so we're gonna do no proportional editing. I think we should still be able to mirror. Maybe. Interesting. The head managed to shift a little bit off to the side at some point. Polyquilt is a free alternative. Polyquilt. Add-on provides few functions in edit mode, like creating faces, knife tool, fan edge loops.
Today.
Ah, my freaking ears. Jesus.
This is as follows. It's called Polyquilt.
Oh my god, did he like eat the microphone? Jesus.
You can left click the mouse button and then you can make faces like this.
Oh yeah, that's useful.
But that's not all. So I'll make first a few. Then for example you can slide or when you hover the mouse like this and you wait, and then you can do like this. You can also delete elements like this.
Okay.
So when you click, you can delete the vertices like this. Or select the face.
It's not being maintained. I see. Edge loop, fan, knife, grab joint. Okay. Ah, this is the one. That's 2.8. All right, that's fine. Okay, I just need to double check something. Stop moving. Son of a bitch. There we go. So what do you use to retopple your strongman sculpt? I see. All right. To be honest, I was gonna get retopple flow anyways. Seems like a good tool. Okay, interesting. Man, there's like a giant ass, no pun intended, gap right there. It's not supposed to be there. I'm going to cast Fuse Butthole. Mend Butthole. There we go. I'm the most annoying wizard in the land. Sphincter Smooth Brush. That's right. How far are we from the Sword Filmmaker Smut arc? I believe there's a special shortcut for... Oh. For making... Oh, okay. The shortcut is already enabled. Project individual elements, which allows us to... When we extrude a face, it makes both of these points be projected independently, rather than the mean point between them being projected. Very quite handy. Okay, we're also gonna do this. Mm-hmm. Hmm. Something tells me we're gonna need more vertices here. Especially since we're looking at the armpit. It's gonna have a whole bunch of faces. whole bunch of movements. We need to have plenty of geometry to facilitate that movement. Let's see. Okay. So this is where having that retopology plugin might have come in handy. Oh, we can actually do, we can select both vertices and edge editing. That's handy. So we can see both. There's no way to just continue this. Well, that's unfortunate. Oh god, it's being projected. Oh well. Man, I should put on some audiobooks. That would be like perfect. It's not like I got anything to say anyways. It's pretty much all just work. I'm on the last 3 hours of Crime and Punishment. Okay, so there's an Angon here, but I do wonder if it's... No, if I can get away with it. Should be a fairly flat one. I'm gonna try it. You know what? Reject modernity. Embrace Angon. I'll see how it fares. If not, we'll come back, fix it up. Not a big deal. Also, I do wonder if there's a way to hide the vertices on the other side. Did the stream die? No, still here. Unless it did. This is not exactly the sort of mentally stimulating work that warrants a discussion, you know. Pretty mundane stuff. Eh, that's fine. Profile pictures, just him saying I am Godot. The thumbnail. I got it. I got it. I understood what you're talking about. Okay, this is gonna be a point of great many displacements. So oh, come on. There we go. What the shit is that? Hold on. Oh, Jesus. That sucks. Maybe there's like a special type of projection. Project individual elements. Align rotation to target. Oh well. You know, we've got a perfect place here. And because this is a shoulder, which is going to see a lot of movement, we can introduce all these cuts. To tie in these corners. Nice. Okay. Well, at least doing it in clusters is saving me a bit of time. Mm-hmm. I can feel how you're getting in the zone. Yeah. speed picks up. A lot of stuff gets done a lot faster. Oh, okay. Now it's all over the place, but I think we'll be able to smooth it out. Okay, we'll deal with that after. Okay, that's a very strange way of snapping. Okay. That arm was made in 4 minutes. It looks like it was made in 4 minutes. Jeez. This dude sits at a dinner table and it's like, honey, can you grab my left hand or my left hand? When your father comes in, do I greet him with my left hand or my hand? Okay. And because it's mirrored, it's like this on both sides. Now, we are going to momentarily pop into the sculpt mode. And then we have a slide relax tool that allows us to equalize the spacing a little bit more. Oh, right. This place is gonna need a lot of equalization. A lot of equality. 200 democracies per minute. I don't think we screwed up. Oh, what the shit? Oh, we really screwed up. What the hell happened there? Man. Okay. So I see we have this. See, this is the problem with doing this point by point. You have a pocket of highly densely packed vertices, and then just a giant isle of nothing. And no vertices for you. To the gulag. You go. Okay, what the shit happened here? Why do I have an extra vertice there? Let's go. Let's go from this end. There we go. The Cult of Lamb. I have not. I've seen plenty of footage of it though. Looks interesting. Alright. Let the redistribution of vertices commence. Okay, that's much more like it. Okay, now this does mean that it's not going to be following as close to the geometry, but that is okay, because that's the entire purpose of baking. Okay. Cute innocent game about the lamb. Sure it is, yeah. I've seen enough footage to know what it's about. The name itself doesn't give it away. On that note, I got a nice family-friendly cartoon for you. It's called Happy Tree Friends. Highly recommend you check it out. Make sure your kid is watching. Or brother, I suppose. You're right, your old sister can watch? Sure. What's the name? Happy Tree Friends. Okay. It's all cartoony and bright. Very kid friendly. Oh, yes. Very educational, too. Indeed. Good point. It's time to pass on the trauma to the next generation, boys. Don't hug me, I'm scared. Mm-hmm. Okay, I should just do this in clusters. I've seen Don't Hug Me, I'm scared. Or at least I've watched MatPat's theories on it. It's really cool. Mm-hmm. Check out the show, it's on YouTube. I know it's on YouTube. Okay. So that's the body. We gotta get the legs. Ah man, React content is such a lazy content. It's not my jam. There's a way to continue a fill. I don't know how to get it to work here. Okay, that I think is going to work. Now we don't have to do the foot here, thankfully, because, well, there's a boot. The analysis videos are definitely a lot more interesting. Absolutely. Man, I gotta say the prospect of using this model for the actual project, I think, is the primary driving force of why I haven't quit by this point. This is a lot of work. Okay. By the way, AC Gaming, if you haven't already, drop a sub on the Retroactive Gamers channel. Link should be in the description. If you haven't already. Forgive me if I've already talked about this. That channel needs a lot more subs and attention than this one does. Okay, how am I gonna squeeze that in there? Oh. Okay, well, that did not work. Actually, yeah, it did. Nice. Except it distorted the shit out of it. Yeah, okay. Well, we're at 2 hour mark. Of course, this does not include the extra sculpting we had to do in the beginning. Okay, this is not good. Alright. All we gotta do is get this. Man, the crotch line is freaking pain in the butt to model. Maybe next to Reed apologize. Maybe next time we can do some sort of a, I don't know, like hide a portion of it. Like hide the left leg and then try that way. What is my opinion on dead internet theory? Um, I definitely think that there's a shit ton of bots. Like, at this point, it's not even a theory. But I don't follow as many accounts to really, you know, have a solid, uh, I'd say, evidence to support it, to believe in it. I mean, what does the theory say? That most of the content online is pretty much machine made? That's kind of true. There's already so many YouTube channels that they're like automated YouTube channels. They just create channels automatically, write the bullshit sci-fi content automatically, voiceover automatically, you know? So how much of a theory is it really? If it's not happening now. Yeah, I think what's the YouTube channel? Kyle Hill. If you don't know, highly recommend. Dude talks about a lot about like sci-fi theories, nuclear stuff. Very interesting channel. And he talked about the possibility of the dead internet theory. And yeah. Okay, I'm just gonna do this. Or he had a specific video about having a lot of having come across a lot of YouTube channels that are AI driven, like entirely AI driven. I can imagine the future being something like that. I mean, it's part of the reason why I want to go off grid. Do I really need any of that? Get my books, get my computer to make games. I'm set. Okay, there we go. That is the body, except the hands. Ooh, just gonna do a little bit of relaxing here. Just gonna inflate some of this geometry. Okay. The hard mod. Okay. Well, the next biggest thing would be the hands. jeez. Okay. Now, thankfully, once we are done with the low poly, we should still be able to just come back to a high poly mesh, add more veins, add more hand texture, and then just rebake it. And then it should just update itself and be okay. I'm just gonna double check something. This is, yeah. Yeah, okay. We moved the hands at the same time, so this should match. I'm gonna have to look up some courses on retopology. It's kind of tricky to separate the wheat from the chaff when it comes to tutorials. Anybody can do tutorials. I should know. Do some of you remember the security guard enemy that I had for the first rendition of this when I just started messing around with this project? Dear God. I never ended up texturing the body that's set on that rollerball, so it just looks like the dude on a hovering tutu. The upside of the hard mod is there also make soldiers and many other enemies almost one-shotted. What are you talking about? Did I like miss a message? Are you talking about this game or some other game? Maybe one of your messages got filtered out by the stupid YouTube chat thing for OBS. Okay. So there we go. Okay, we're gonna go over the geometry. We're gonna have to disable the see-through effect and go over the geometry. Basically grow the geometry any place where it needs to pop out. Okay. Actually, hold on. I think there's a different in front mode that is specifically designed for this that we can use. One sec. Not in front, but I think it's somewhere up here. X-ray? No. Where is it? Huh. Somewhere up here. There's a special view. Oh. Live unwrap. No. Split edges, correct face attributes. Hmm. Maybe it's in a different mode. Okay. Blabbing about Half-Life 1. Ah, okay. Got it. Have you had the distinct pleasure of playing the Half-Life 2 VR mod? Holy cow. That is a really good rendition on an old favorite game. Only play Half-Life 1 in VR through Gmod. I see. Well, when you get to Half-Life 2, after you experience it once, definitely try the VR mod. Absolutely phenomenal port. I saw some videos of it. I mean, that's cool and all, but videos don't really do it justice. Let me see if I can switch to a different view mode. There we go. That's much more like it. The Sandman calls. Sounds good, man. Appreciate the company as always. Okay. I feel like I should start wrapping this thing around here. Well, that worked out. Okay. Dark forest theory. Dark forest theory is that there's a lot of civilizations out there, but everybody's just kind of keeping hush hush as to not attract unnecessary attention. To be honest, it's kind of a sad reality, kind of a sad theory. It's like there's so much life out there, but it's everybody's just too scared to talk to each other. That one, honestly, I kind of believe a bit more. And you know, now that we've sent the Voyager, oh, so many years ago, it's like, hi, let's be friends. What do you want to do with my organs? Oh, well, that's unfortunate for us. Okay. Oh god, it's the crotch all over again. Okay. The only the only the only good thought that I have about this is that I don't have to do this for the other hand. Hold on. Yes, okay, good. We're safe. Well, this is the where the Retoppo flow plugin would have been just perfect. Just create loops around the finger. No problem. We still have to do the face too. So we're probably not gonna do this whole thing tonight. I'm gonna see about copying one finger and then propagating it to the other. Okay, right now I'm kind of winging it. I am definitely gonna have to take a look at some tutorials of how the retopology process usually goes in the industry. I know it's kind of a subjective process. Voyager. Voyager was not okay. Well, which one was it that has the golden record and the the coordinates to our planet? Some random civilization far, far away is gonna intercept that thing. Take a look at the take a look at the contents. Here's the makeup of a human. The first thing they'll say is,
Meat's back on the menu, boys.
okay, let me double check something. Which satellite contains the golden record? Voyager. Yeah, it is the Voyager. the the Voyager message is carried by a phonograph record, a 12-inch gold-plated copper disc containing sounds and images selected to portray the diversity of life and culture on Earth. Launched in 1977, both Voyager spacecraft began a historic journey, and each carried. So there were two Voyagers. Each carried a unique time capsule along with them. Yeah. That's what it is. Okay. Handwritten topology, the industry standard. His reference video for handwritten topology may be helpful. Can you post it on Discord, please, so that I can take a look at it later? Because the chat's gonna get destroyed after. Would be easy sending a long radio signal or probe. Well, there's no guarantee that if they hear the long radio signals, if we send a long radio signal, which technically decays over great distances, that whoever receives it is going to understand it. I mean, technically, we've been receiving outer space radio signals for many, many years now, and basically it's a bunch of noise. Now, what if it's not a bunch of noise? What if it's the screams of the damned warning us not to try to make contact? There's a nice premise for a movie. Okay. How could they play the radio disc? I believe they included instructions engraved on the disc. And I believe the common language they used is the atomic, the picture of an atom, which is supposed to be a pretty universal language in all of universe. Okay, well that worked out. What if they live upside down or they do completely different things? Well, then, well, I mean, how would they intercept the space probe? If they're advanced enough, it doesn't matter if they live upside down. Okay, we're gonna mark seam here, and then I'm gonna select this finger by the seam, and then let's see if we can. Okay, we need to disable the this guy. Mm-hmm. You know, I think to this day, one of the coolest plot twists is the fact that Eli knows who G-Man is. That, honestly, when I heard it, just shivers down my spine. Half-Life episode 3. Episode 2. I sure wish it was in episode 3. But yeah, that was a really cool moment. Okay. There's still a theory that G-Man sent those advisors to kill Eli. Um, that is an interesting one, yeah. That would be such a great plot twist. What the heck? Oh, right. We disabled the face snap. Gotta watch it. Okay. I'd say that's reasonable enough. I think if I made sure that the finger has a symmetrical number of vertices, we would be would have been even easier. Oh, stop it. God damn it. Hmm. Okay, that's a lot of faces to not be there. Dang. Main character had 60 to 12,000 vertices. Yeah, I heard that. That's interesting. Okay, so we got guns here, but they're relatively flat, so maybe they won't bug out. I don't think they will. We'll see. If they will, we'll come back and double check. Mm-hmm. Running that game on your friend's PC so it starts burning. Well, you're a good friend. With friends like you, who needs enemies? Hmm. That's a lot of faces. Okay. What do we have here? You know what? Let's do that. Hey, oh, look at that. Oh, don't look at that. There we go. Okay. I think the thumb is just going to be built like this. Hmm. Okay. Yup. And there's our hand. Beautiful. So, yeah, I'll definitely be looking at Retop of Flow. It's a really handy plugin that could speed this process along. Or I suppose it all depends on how long you use a tool. Okay. We will have to kind of go over this. Oh. Yeah. So we'll have to go over this and make it occupy at least the majority of this extra this space on top. Not bad. Does that view calling thing where everything aren't watching, does not render makes it a bit laggy because you have to render the underneath constantly. In the context of Blender, not really. It's just helps with not having to look at stuff on the other side. In the context of the engine, the back faces are always set to be culled because rendering the insides is just extra performance. Oh, I just realized. We only need to do one side because the other side is mirrored. Okay. There we go. So predominantly it needs to be on top. Ooh. So that all the normal data from the high poly mesh gets baked onto the low poly. Doesn't have to be 100% covered. But it would definitely make it easier. We're also going to have to increase the geometry around the joints. The vertex count. Because that's where all the bending is going to take place. Okay. God damn. Well, 3 hours, another 3 hours. So we did 3 hours of sculpting, modeling, and 3 hours of free topology. Well, 2 hours. Cool. We just have the head left, and then we can bake the normals. The only thing that kind of sucks is the fact that I need to get a lot better at sculpting. Because making a retopology for a shitty sculpt is not exactly my definition of a productively spent time. So I'm gonna wrap it up here. Thanks everybody for watching. Save. And cool. Cool progress. Thanks, fellas. Thanks for the company. All right. See ya.